What's up everyone, Maxwell here, and in this video I'll be going over the easiest way to build your eBay business up to $100 a day with little or no startup cost. So eBay is a great platform to sell on. I sold on it for a few years myself back when I first started about 3 or 4 years ago, kind of getting into online e-commerce, online selling. And there's a ton of great business models that you can do if it be, drop shipping, retail arbitrage, wholesale. But the one business model that I personally think is the easiest to start, you don't have to have $1,000, $500. All you need is probably around $100, or even below that. You can even start for free to start going and reselling items on eBay. And that's what the business model is, reselling. Basically going out to different locations like garage sales, thrift stores, all these different locations, sourcing products where you can get a bargain for that product with the intention to then resell it back on eBay for a profit. In this video, I'll break down what exactly reselling on eBay is, what locations, where you should be sourcing products from, and what products you should be looking for that are going to get you a super high profit on each sale. So let's get right into it. Now, reselling is pretty simple. Basically, you are going in reselling a product, going out to, a garage sale, a thrift store. I'll get to those locations later, and you're sourcing different products. I mean, there's tons and tons of products you can sell on eBay. I mean, I'll give you a couple of examples a little later on in this video. So make sure you stay throughout the video because I'll give you examples of the exact products I'm looking for and the exact locations that you can source from, from your phone, from your laptop, and purchase these products anywhere from, $5 to $10 and sell them anywhere from, $50 to $200 depending on what the item is. Now, as you can see on the screen, I mean, there's tons of different, items that you can sell. I mean, when it comes to electronics, I mean, the first things that come to me, are, your video game consoles like your Xbox, your Wii's, your PlayStations. I mean, people are always looking to sell those. And also video games as well. I mean, people always looking to get rid of their video games, and they usually just go to GameStop, and they just give them away, for extremely, extremely cheap. Just offer to buy them from them. Go through, scan the barcode or scan the front of that, look it up on eBay, see what the current pricing is. Computers, printers were a really big thing for me. I could find printers, from Craigslist and OfferUp for $40 or $50, and all day sell them for 200 plus on eBay. CD changers, DVD players, even surprisingly, some VCRs will be worth buying, and people usually underestimate the value of them, at thrift stores and garage sales. So you can really get those pretty cheaply. I mean, there's clothing as well, like designer clothing. If you can resell from Supreme, or you can go and buy, polos, or just all these, Gucci, Supreme, Versace. If you can get in your hands on any of those brands, I mean, that's gonna be worth a lot of money as well. And I mean, when it comes down to it, if you compare, selling on eBay to selling on Amazon, the requirements and restrictions are so much less when it comes to selling on eBay. When it comes to Amazon, with electronics or anything that has, batteries or anything in it, they're going to restrict that. You're going to have to provide a lot more information up front. When it comes to eBay, you can basically, sell anything. There's not really too many requirements. Obviously, I wouldn't recommend selling any like counterfeit items because obviously that can get, your account restricted or, suspended. But when it comes to, dangerous items, items that have batteries, lithium batteries, things like that, you're usually good to go. And I mean, there's tons and tons of items. I mean, I could go on for a day of everything I've sold on there. But those are just a few of the items that you should really keep your eyes out for when sourcing. Now, when it comes to sourcing and finding places that you're going to be able to source the most profitable products, ton of different places to source from. There's some advantages to each one. For instance, your websites like OfferUp and Craigslist are basically your, local buy and sell websites that you can also access through your mobile phone. So you can either do your research, sourcing on the computer or on your phone. And these websites are also negotiable when it comes to pricing. So if someone's selling something for, $50, that price is negotiable. You can easily probably get it for 40. If you're good at negotiating, you probably get it for 35 or even less. The good thing about that is all prices are negotiable, and some people usually just throw out some really crazy prices and are just looking for offers. And even if the offer is high, just, just shoot them an offer, see what they'll give it to you for, and see if it can still be profitable. So OfferUp and Craigslist are, some really great ones. OfferUp is a bit newer than Craigslist. I think a lot more people are starting to go towards this. It's a lot easier to list. It's a lot easier to, communicate with the seller, message them and things like that. But I mean, it's pretty simple. Just kind of scroll through. You can even go through, categories. So if you want to look for, just electronics, you can click the electronics section and see all the newly listed listings that go under the electronic category. You can go through, look it up back on eBay to see if it's possibly profitable. Same thing goes for Craigslist. Garage sales are another great place to source as well. Once again, prices are negotiable, and I feel like garage sales are where you're really going to find, the home runs. Because I mean, if people go on OfferUp and Craigslist, they're going to have somewhat of an idea of what it sells for, but still you can really make some really good money on, printers and electronics and things like that. But at garage sales, people are really just looking to, get rid of whatever they have. So whatever they have out there, they're ready to sell. They're not really going to want a super high price for it. Obviously, they're not going to give it to you for super cheap, but it's something they want to think about. And garage sales are usually only there, Friday mornings and Saturday mornings. So you really need to make sure you take advantage of those 2 days. You get out there early, 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning at the latest, and try to get to the sales before, other people get there. And, I can remember some of the best finds that I had at these garage sales. For instance, like, I found a Polaroid at a house that was like wasn't very wealthy. Had old people were still living there. They were about to move out, and they had this camera sitting there. And I opened up the case and I pulled it out. And it was like new condition. Went looked it up on eBay. The listings were anywhere from 175 to $250. I mean, I had the carrying case. The camera looked like it had never been used. It still had the film. I mean, it was still just brand new and shiny. I ended up selling it for around, I think, $230 or $240 back on eBay. I got it for $7 at the garage sale. So I mean, there's tons and tons of items that you can purchase. Amazon is another great place as well. I know a lot of people that go do some like Amazon to eBay flips. Mainly it comes to, drop shipping, but there's still, a ton of great items that you can purchase on Amazon for, a lower price to then resell back on eBay. When it comes to building a $100 a day eBay business, the only way that's going to happen is if you take action. You start investing money in the business, or you start going onto, the free section of Craigslist or the free section of OfferUp, and find items that you can get for free. Go pick them up, sell them for $20, $30 on eBay, start building up some income, and then start making like $5 investments, $10 investments, and slowly keep building up the business. Really, you just want to scale it as much as you can. You want to have as many possible products listed in your storefront as you can, because they're not going to sell overnight. It might take a little time depending on the price of the product, the popularity of the product, but you just need to stay consistent with everything that you're doing. You need to keep going out and sourcing. Every Friday and Saturday, you need to be going to garage sales. During the week, maybe you go to some thrift stores like a Goodwill or a Savers. You can find a ton of electronics, clothing, hats, all sorts of good stuff there. And OfferUp and Craigslist, maybe you can stay at your house and do that for a couple hours a day. Facebook Marketplace is another place to source. But you just need to keep going through and finding items. For instance, on OfferUp, you're just going through and you want to look at electronics. You go and look at electronics. You copy in. And also, you can do this from your phone as well. You don't have to be on the computer when you're doing your research. You can literally just go on your phone on the eBay mobile app and just research whatever you're doing. And the big thing about eBay that I really like, that Amazon doesn't have, is you can look at past sales history, for a product. For instance, just look up like Xbox controller. I mean, you can see, oh, like here's all these different price points for this product. But if you go to the sold listings, you can actually see like what these products have been selling for. So, this controller just sold for, $19. So if it sold for $19, I want to price mine anywhere from 18 to 22. All these different products. And that's the thing I really like about eBay. So, I mean, if you see, you look up like a printer, there's 3 or 4 listings up there. The price points of anywhere from, $150 to $200. You can go to the sold listings and see what the price point of that product was and how much it sold for, so you can price yours accordingly to what's sold in the past. So that's a huge advantage to using eBay, is looking at the past sales history for a certain product. You just come down, you can look at the sold listings for an item. So when it comes to starting your own online business and you don't have enough money to invest or much money to invest at all, I definitely think reselling on eBay is a great place to source. You don't have to invest a ton of money up front. You can do most of the sourcing yourself. You're not going to be going after items that are going to be super, super expensive to purchase, and it's super, super convenient. I mean, you can really do it from your phone. You're literally driving to either meet these places, go to garage sales and things like that. The only cost is literally your gas. So I mean, there's a ton of money to be made doing this. I mean, I was able to do this at 12 years old, 13 years old, and there's tons of people out there that are doing this as a full-time income. So when it comes to starting an online business and not investing much money up front, reselling on eBay is a great way to start. So that's it for this video on how to make $100 a day selling on eBay with little or no money to start. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to comment below with any questions that you might have. Also, comment with any future video ideas you'd like to see in the future. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe because I'm always putting out different content, eBay, Amazon, how to make money online. So if you do enjoy that content, make sure you subscribe to my channel. And on that note, I'll see you guys next video.